Hello everyone and welcome to another card video. This is the part of the brand new Your Next Stamp January release. This has got to be my favorite of the release. This is the cat, bookmark, and animal die add-on die set. So I'm starting with a piece of Bristol smooth cardstock and I'm covering it in Distress Oxide Salty Ocean. And I just want a completely blue inked background to spritz some water on. And that was the best way that I could think to do it. Although it does make a really big mess. So this is a piece of Simply Chartreuse cardstock by Papertrey ink, and I'm just cutting some double stitched hills by Your Next Stamp, and I'm cutting them to the same size as my background piece will be. So we're gonna start putting together these bears. I'm using there's cats, there's bunnies, there's bears, there's panda bears. So I'm using dark chocolate Papertrey ink cardstock, and I'm making two bears. And see the ears? There's ears that I also need out of the chocolate or dark chocolate cardstock. So this one piece, I've clipped it together. You can clip the two parts of it apart, but I prefer to keep them together. So I need 4 ears, and now this is Stampin' Up's Sahara Sand. And now I'm doing the nose piece and the inner parts of the ear. So I brought out my bowl so that I could keep all the parts together, but I just ended up kind of like assembling all the pieces to make sure I had everything that I needed. So this little nose piece, the die, oh, check this out. When you can't pick up those flat dies like that, this is the Little Bee piercing tool, and it has a magnet end. How cool is that? I've been using the heck out of that thing. So the nose and mouth cut out of the cardstock, but not like everything else. I'm trying to explain this to the best of my ability, which is not very good. So you line it up like that on the nose piece, okay? And then it's gonna cut out the nose and the little mouth, like so. Completely adorable. So, but I want a black nose and black eyes. So I'm using Fawn black licorice cardstock to cut those pieces out. Like so. I plan on using this set again this month, so stay tuned because I want to make some actual bookmarks. And I have lots of ideas. I just want to play with it. It's just one of those sets that you just want to play with. So I'm making one of my bears a boy. This is the Birthday Boy paper pad by Your Next Stamp, and I'm using this gingham blue and pink. This is the pink from Birthday Girl paper pad, and we're making little bows, or a bow tie for the boy and a hair bow for the girl. So now we're just putting everything together. I'm using my glue pen and an acrylic block to just put everything together. It doesn't take long for it to dry. I seem to have dripped glue everywhere over my mat, but just a couple drips of the glue, and then place it on, that's the nose. Let it dry, move on to the next piece. The ears were the most complicated because you basically have to glue them to the back of your bear. I mean, I guess you could just glue them to the paper, but I chose to make them all one piece. So I put a little dab of glue at the bottom of the ear and then used my reverse tweezers to hold it on there for a few seconds, and therefore it would adhere and stay. I sped this up quite a bit. I sat here for a few minutes just putting these together. But it's really fun. It's kind of like paper dollish. Here's where I pick it up and use my reverse tweezers to hold it on there. So cute. So that's the girl one, and I think I still have to put the eyeballs on. So now we're stamping the sentiment. This is from the Berry Special stamp set, and it says, "I love you very much." And we're stamping that right on one of the foremost hills that's going to be in my background. I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. So I've attached a piece of craft foam to that blue water splattered piece. And now we're attaching it to a fog card base as straight as possible. And this hill just has score tape on the back, and it's adhered flat to the panel. Then I'm going to put my bears. This is Ranger Multimedia Matte. I could have used this to put the bears together, but I really need to use up that glue pen. I've had it for a while, so I decided to use that. So there's lots of different things or parts or pieces that come in this stamp set and the add-on set. This piece is popped up with Scotch 3M foam tape, and I just want my bear, my boy bear, to be holding a little red felt heart. This was also cut out from the add-on stamp set. I'm just using a little dab of Ranger Multimedia Matte to keep it in his hand, and that's it. The card is done. If you guys are interested in seeing some vlog footage of my family going to the Maryland Irish Festival, that will be coming up next.
Stinker, where are we going? The Irish Festival. Good job.
I just didn't realize what it was. I thought I stepped